like to call to order the committee meeting of Township of Hamilton, Monday, May 19th, 2025. Please stand for the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law by posting a notice of this meeting on the bulletin board in the municipal building and by transmitting notice of this meeting to the Press of Atlantic City, the Star Ledger, and the Atlantic County Record on January the 8th, 2025. Mr. Cheek.
Here.
Dr. Nelson.
Here.
Mr. Vitale.
Here.
Dr. Witherspoon.
Here.
Mayor Schenker.
Here. Can we get a moment of silence for private reflection, please? Thank you. Anybody want to come up? We're doing a proclamation for EMS.
I'll hang with you, okay?
Right. Y'all want to come up? It's okay. Come
on down.
How are you? Nice to see you. How are you? Come on in, don't be shy. Go ahead. So for those of you who don't know, May 18th to the 24th is EMS week. And the Township of Hamilton would like to give you a proclamation for all that you do. We appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to read this to everybody so they can see what's on there. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members, I'll start over. Is there any more out there?
No.
Okay.
Clean the room?
Whereas emergency medical service is a vital public service, and whereas the members of the emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas the emergency medical services fills healthcare gaps by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of the first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of the emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education and enhance their life-saving skills. Whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and accomplishments of the emergency medical services providers in designating the Emergency Medical Services Week. Now, therefore, the Township of Hamilton, in recognition of this event, do hereby proclaim this week, May 18th to the 24th, 2025, Emergency Medical Services Week. The 51st anniversary of EMS Week theme, We Care for Everyone. Encourage the community to observe this week appropriate programs and ceremonies and activities in honor of EMS profession and the essential services it provides. Just a personal note, if it wasn't for the emergency medical services in this town, I wouldn't be standing here today. I had an incident about 14 years ago, almost to the day. And without the people that stand here and others that were there that day, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. You know how much I appreciate you guys. Thanks.
We know the deal.
Thank you. Okay, next we have a guest presentation, Safety on the Agenda, with Joe Henry from Hardenberg Insurance Company. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, sir. It's been a year already, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a member of the JIF, required to have safety on the agenda at least once a year, but I also like to take the time, the opportunity to recognize your safety committee for all that they do. I'm very active at all departments, recognized at those meetings, and all accidents that occur within the township are reviewed and discussed so that those things hopefully don't happen again. So without further ado, I'll jump into this and let you know that heat injury and stress prevention is the topic. I'll just take a few minutes and be out of your way. So heat's the leading cause of death among all weather-related phenomena in the U.S. People think of hurricanes and tornadoes, but realistically, people that are working outdoors, that's where the most deaths occur when excessive heat. It's long been recognized as an occupational hazard, and it can cause a number of adverse health effects, including heat stroke and even death if not treated properly, which I'll touch on in a little bit. So bottom line is your workers are at risk when we're dealing with the heat wave. OSHA Act of 1970 simply states that employers are responsible to see that their employees have a safe environment free of hazards to work in. Since 2021, OSHA has been developing a heat injury and illness prevention standard, and that is why I brought this topic this year, and this will be discussed with the Safety Committee. That will be outcoming any day. As I said, it's been worked on since 2021. When I mention an OSHA standard, that is a law, so you have to comply with it. Even without that standard in place, OSHA inspectors have something at their disposal called a general duty clause, which they can use to cite any employer for hazardous conditions. Purpose of the heat stress policy is to recognize dangers in working in excessive heat, assess the situation, and control the workplace so your employees are safe. Two ways to do it administratively and with your supervisors. You can consider a modified work schedule, which typically every municipality and county will do. Instead of working 8 to 4 in excessive heat, you'll set it up 6 to 2, so your employees are not working in the most heat of the day. You can self-pace and use extra breaks if needed, and most importantly, I believe, is incorporating a buddy system where your teammates look out for each other. We had an incident in Atlantic County a couple of years ago where we had a long-time dedicated employee who was outside working in a heat wave. One of the employees went to the boss and said, "Hey, Charlie doesn't look well. I think we ought to do something." So he told him to sit down, take it easy, get hydrated. He insisted on continuing to work, but they said, "No, you're going to go take it easy." Got him some shade, got him some water. He did not seem to get any better. They called 911 immediately, and as it turned out, he did suffer a heart attack, which, had he continued to work, could have been much, much worse than a mild heart attack. So buddy system is very, very important. Supervisor's responsibility, I'll flip over to page 7. You want to periodically review your policy to ensure it meets regulatory standards, and I'll touch on that policy just as I get into that. Ensure training is happening and being documented, and you want to monitor a local weather station, a reputable station, to make sure you're out in front of the heat wave so you can prepare for it. The employees will have some responsibilities as well. Attend and participate in training, follow the heat stress prevention measures, and take appropriate action when needed. You want to designate an employee to do the training, and that will all be determined at the safety meetings, schedule training, ensure it conforms to the heat stress policy, and see that it is delivered. Of course, hydration is key in all this. Employees must have access to potable drinking water. 2 gallons of water per employee per shift is the recommendation by OSHA. They may not drink it all, but you have to provide it. On page 11, I've got some cooling mechanisms that sometimes are not practical. Most practical thing is always a nice big shady tree. You can get under there and take your breaks and get hydrated when needed. On page 12, types of heat illness, we're all familiar with those. Cramps, you want to provide water and shade. We've all had them. If you just take a break, get hydrated, in all likelihood you'll be fine and ready to go. Heat exhaustion, that's where the training will come. It will show the heat exhaustion, what can occur, what to look for, so that it doesn't morph into a heat stroke, which obviously can be much, much worse. And if at any point it's ever considered that somebody may be suffering heat stroke, by all means, call 911 immediately. So in conclusion, from a safety committee standpoint, the health and welfare of your employees is paramount. Their objective is to see that each employee returns home safely to their families, same as they came to work. OSHA standards are designed to make this happen, and as a GIF safety consultant, Jan Montgomery, who we all work in conjunction with, is your partner in achieving this goal. Their safety team has already developed a template to comply with the OSHA heat and illness requirements. So you would simply go, and your committee is on top of this, they're fully aware of it. Simply go to the website, I'll bring up the safety section, find the policy. To fill the form, you simply put Hamilton Township in there, print it, have it available in the event you get an OSHA inspection. You have it available if they want to see it. So that concludes this year's topic. We thank you again for the opportunity to serve as your RMC. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If not, I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Any questions, anyone? All right. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate you coming in. Additions and deletions, I don't believe we have any. Early public comment on agenda items excluding items listed for public hearings.
We have no one signed up.
What's signed up? Let's move on. Number 3, discussions. Formal action may be taken. This is a resolution to participate in the LEAP grant application with the Atlantic County for violation kiosk. Brett, you want to give a little background on this?
Yeah, so the county reached out to me last week and asked if we'd be interested in participating in a LEAP grant application for these kiosks for the Central Municipal Court. They want to apply for kiosks to be placed in all the participating municipalities and asked if Hamilton would be interested in placing one in our rotunda out here with a phone line so that people could come in and submit their court proceedings electronically and not have to go over to the municipal building or the county building on Main Street.
So if they're successful with this and they put one here, this is at no cost to us?
No cost to us.
Okay. Committee, any comments?
Just one question. How many kiosks would we have?
It looks like they're looking for 9 altogether. I did notice that 1 or 2 of the towns didn't opt in. But I think if they get the grant, they'll offer the services to all the towns. It did come in late, so maybe they didn't have time to pass the resolution.
So we would just get one?
We would just get 1 kiosk in the rotunda.
That would be in the rotunda area?
Yes.
Since the Central Municipal Court is here, do we really need one?
It would make it more efficient. I don't know if Hamilton needs one, but again, if one of the towns that didn't opt in decides they want one, I'm sure that those funds could be used to put a kiosk at another location, or if another town comes onto
I guess whatever makes it
the
easier.
court. Purposes of the application, the more towns, the better the application is when the BCA reviews it.
And who's the actual, I know the county's trying to do this, but do you know who the actual grant's with?
DCA.
Sorry, because I'd rather see the county use the money for something else, but if it's not coming from them anyways, then, okay.
If it doesn't work out and they're loitering and whatnot in the rotunda, can we ask to have the kiosk removed, or is there a time frame?
I didn't ask that question. I'm sure they didn't include an agreement, so I don't see why we couldn't ask them to have the
Okay.
kiosk
That's a
removed.
good question, Rich.
Committee, what's your pleasure?
I'll motion. I see no reason to move forward since there's no agreement and we can just put our terms in the agreement.
I'll second it.
A motion, we have a second. Any questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Let's move on to number 4, public hearings, adoption of ordinances. A, ordinance 2102, 2025, an ordinance authorizing the sale of Lot 8, and Block 343. It's 1342 Nashville Avenue, as shown on the tax map of Hamilton, the Township of Hamilton, and granting owner or owners of said real property contiguous to the same the right to prior refusal to purchase such land in the Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic, and State of New Jersey. This is a public hearing. Anyone in the public like to speak?
Motion to close?
Second.
We have a motion to close and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Take a motion to adopt this ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions or comments?
Just one question. What are we selling the land for?
You mean the amount?
Yeah.
The minimum bid is going to be on the first page
Yeah, I didn't
at the
see
bottom.
it.
In section 5.
Oh, okay. Section 5?
Yes. So it's almost all the way at the bottom,
Oh, okay.
all the way at the end of that
It was
bottom.
so small. Yeah, I didn't see it. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Rita, can we do a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Chief?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Schenker?
Yes.
All yes and adopted.
Thank you. B, ordinance 2103-2025, an ordinance authorizing the sale of Lot 16, Block 343, Melvin Newton Boulevard, as shown on the tax map of the Township of Hamilton, and granting the owner or owners of said real property contiguous to the same the right of prior refusal to purchase such land in the Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic, and State of New Jersey.
Motion to approve 2103 TAC 2025.
Second.
Hold on. This is a public hearing.
Public hearing.
Anybody in the public like to speak?
Public hearing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Come on, Rook.
Move to close public?
You only get one motion out of me, that's it.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second to close public portion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
I'm done. I'm done.
The chair will,
Oh, I'd like to make a motion
all right.
to approve 2103 TAC 2025, please.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Are there any questions or concerns? Rita, roll call, please.
Mr. Chief?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Schenker?
Yes.
All yes and adopted.
Thank you. C, ordinance 2104, 2025, an ordinance amending Article 2, Attachment A of Chapter 66, Section 4 of Chapter 70, the Code of Hamilton Township, and Ordinance 2026 and 2023, to transfer oversight authority of the fire administrator and fire departments to the township administrator. This is a public hearing. Anybody from the public like to speak?
Motion to close?
Motion to close. We have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Chair will entertain adoption of this ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Are there any questions, concerns? Hearing none. Rita, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Chief?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Abstain?
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Schenker?
Yes.
4 yes, 1 abstention, motion carries.
Thank you. Introduction of ordinances. Public hearing to be held June 2nd, 2025. A, ordinance 2105, 2025, an ordinance superseding the ordinance 2098, 2025, amending Chapter 144 of the Township Code to provide for and amend fees to certain construction permit applications in the Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic. Brett, you want to give us a little background, or?
Yes, Mayor, I can jump in. If committee remembers, we previously passed an ordinance a few meetings back under the advice of the construction official to update the construction permit application fees
After that was passed, it went to DCA to review based on UCC. There were a few minor changes that they asked. They were all a couple dollars this way or that way to be uniform. So they asked us to update it, and this is what the amendment's for, just amending that prior ordinance.
Okay. Very good. Committee, it's your pleasure.
A motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Are there any questions or concerns? Hearing none. Rita, roll call, please.
Mr. Cheek?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Shanker?
Yes.
All yes and introduced.
Thank you. 6, awards, bids, and contracts and change orders. We have none. Consent agenda. We have 7A through I.
So moved. I would like to, 7A through I.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions, concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Number 8, personnel. A resolution to rescind the resolution 2025-0162 appointing Anthony Alcott as chief of police.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Are there any questions or concerns? Hearing none. Rita, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Cheek?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Abstain.
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Shanker?
Yes.
4 yes, 1 abstention.
Thank you. We move to number 9, approvals. A, minutes, regular meeting minutes, May 5th, 2025.
So moved.
A motion,
Second.
we have a second. Any questions or concerns? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. B, bills, bill list total, $3,126,466.19.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions, concerns, comments? Rita, roll call, please.
Mr. Cheek?
Yes.
Dr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Vitale?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Shanker?
Yes,
All yes and carried.
thank you. 10, reports, Mr. Administrator.
I have nothing to add tonight.
Mr. Solicitor?
Nothing to report this time. Thank you, Mayor.
Mr. Engineer?
Nothing to add in my written report, Mayor.
You guys are the best. D, we'll move on to Township Committee. Dr. Witherspoon.
Yes, I would like to report that I attended the Law Enforcement and Interfaith Breakfast sponsored by the prosecutor's office. It was at the Linwood Country Club, and it was a very, very nice breakfast, bringing law enforcement, state police, everyone from the different towns to gather and to just bringing everyone together. And it was a very, very nice one, a nice meeting, a nice breakfast. And we met the new Vintner. Vintner has a new chief of police, and Galloway has a new chief of police. And that was a nice event. I also want to say when we had the elite basketball team here, there was a young man that got hit. Nair Moore tragically passed away on the 17th due to a car accident. And certainly you just never know. You never know what life will bring. It was an accident, but at the same time a young life was taken. So my prayers are definitely with the Moore family. I know the grandmother very well. But my prayers were with that family. And then I also attended the Armed Forces wreath, laying the flags, laying the flags on the veterans' graves. And that was on Saturday. It was very, very nice. Nice weather. I had on the wrong shoe, so I was not able to go out there. It was a lot of mud. I didn't know, but there's no excuse. I should have known. But the next time if there's a next time, I'll wear a boot. or something, so I'll be able to put the flags on the graves. But it was a very nice event. That's my report.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor?
I have nothing to report this week.
Oh, you have
Sure.
Congratulations. I meant to say congratulations to Deputy Mayor Carl Vitale got engaged last night.
Huh?
Put it
All
on
right.
Facebook.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure. You don't want to say a few words? She'll probably watch this video. No?
Yeah, well,
No? Okay.
you know, she was gone for the weekend, and I was thinking and kind of missed her a little bit and made tacos and said, hey, I got a ring. Want to get married? And she said, did you find this ring like you found the other one on the
Carl,
beach?
she's going to watch this video. Come on now.
Too much, Carl.
See what you did? Get me going. Look, are you crying?
It's such a, so touching.
It's touching. It's touching.
It is touching. You're the best, buddy. You're the best.
No, but I'm very happy, and I think she's happy. So thank you, everybody.
We're happy for both of you.
Yes.
Is that it?
That's it for me.
Okay.
That was took a lot out of me last night.
Committeeman Cheek.
A week or so ago, I attended the Hess Spring Concert. There's a great reason why we invest in our youth. To watch those kids from second to fifth grade, I believe, having a good time and representing themselves well, we are investing in the right thing when we invest in our youth. On Saturday, I attended the Armed Forces Day at Holy Cross Cemetery. And I must say, I got to place a flag on my dad's grave, who's a veteran, and that meant a lot. And all I can say is thank you to all the veterans and to people serving our country today. Thank you very much. That's why we have the country we have. And that's it.
Thank you. Committeeman Nelson.
I was able to attend the last school board meeting, which was last week, and during that time, the PTA celebrated all of our retirements for the year, and we had a lot of great teachers retiring, that some of them put in 25, 30, and even some 35 years into our district. So well-deserved retirements. A lot of them swear they're going to go on vacation, never come back, but hopefully I try to get some of them to come back to the substitute, because we're always short of substitutes, and they said, no way. But you know, they'll miss it. They'll be back. And also reinforce the relationship between this government body and the school board, and continue to liaison between the two bodies. I did find out that the Duberson is well underway, and all the known hurdles have been crossed, and it's just a matter of each one of the three government bodies involved having their monthly meeting. And so, barring any other issues, they hope to be closed, transferred, and done, sealed, and delivered for Duberson before the summer vacation starts. So I'll knock on wood on that one. But I really think that they finally got everything done this time, and I don't think there's any more hurdles. So that'll be good. It'll turn it back into ratables for us, and we'll be excited to see what they turn that property into. So the design is to maintain its a look and appearance other than cleaning it up, obviously. But they're not going to tear it down, knock it down, or deface it. Also, the inside will be changed, and I believe it's going to be condos. So at least that was the design we looked at when we walked through it with them. And it was kind of interesting to hear them say that they've done other projects like this, specifically like these kind of buildings, and on the historical board. So that's actually how we got involved with them, because this is their niche. So looking forward to seeing what comes of that.
Excellent. Awesome. Good news. A lot of people will be happy to see something happening with that building before it falls down.
Yeah.
So a lot of good work, a lot of hard work, and we appreciate what you guys did. I was also part of the Wreaths Across America event. I had the honor of being able to present the Hometown Heroes banners that we are going to put up on Main Street. We're in the process of trying to get this off the ground. You'll see it on our website. You'll see it on their website, the Veterans Advisory Board. We're going to try to extend it down Route 50, but there's some hurdles we got to get over. So we're going to get started with Main Street, and we'll be talking more about that. I think I'm going to be talking about it on Memorial Day at our ceremony. It's been a long time coming to get this off the ground, and I'm really, really happy that we're at this point now. So you should see them up. The intention is when this is done, we will be putting them up on Memorial Day weekend and taking them through till November. I think right before Thanksgiving they would come down, and then repeat it each and every year. Hopefully we'll be able to get enough polls for all the people who want to be part of this. So there'll be information on the website. Like I said, I'll be talking about it again, and maybe we'll even do something. We'll do another presentation here so everybody's aware of it and can partake in it if they would like to. So a good event, putting the flags out. It was great. The Wreaths Across America will be having a fundraiser sometime in the summer to obviously raise money to put the wreaths out in September, I believe it is. So it's a good event, a good group, and they do a lot of good work for the veterans, so I was proud to be part of it. That's all I have. I'll open it up to the public. Anybody in the public like to speak? Steve?
I just wanted to come up real quick and address the proclamation for EMS Week. I know it doesn't seem like much, but for on behalf of myself and the staff, we appreciate the recognition for all the hard work they do day in and day out for the residents of this town. I also wanted to thank the administrator and all the committee for your support for everything we do. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to do it. So.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public? Yes, sir. Come on up, Harry.
Harry Rogers, 1069 Morningside Drive. A couple months ago on the planning board, there was a resolution that was forwarded to Township Committee asking for the committee to send a letter to the county creating a special traffic zone around the Bears Head Road development. Planning board was unsuccessful in getting the developer to do the sensible thing, and it's going to be a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't gotten any response back from Township Committee, a copy of the letter or anything. Has that been sent?
Brett?
Mayor, I can follow up on that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ken.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public like to speak?
Move to close public.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. We're looking to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion to adjourn, please.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.